Hello and welcome back to us playing Regame
Dragon Age Origins.
Dragon Age Origins, sorry. I've played so much Dark Souls lately that I'm getting confused all the time. But yeah, Dragon Age Origins.
Indeed, yes.
Regame, the monthly show that I play games from my past that define mine on other people's gaming life, I guess. I'm getting a bit sloppy at this third consecutive part.
I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Caleb.
This is Mr. Logain that I could have contacted prior, but I didn't because I'm a lazy asshole.
We should wait for your Legion forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
I didn't have any choice, really.
I suppose none of us do. But every Grey Warden is...
It's true.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
I'll do my best, Your Majesty.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Logain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough. This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Logain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
Now. Oh yeah, another dialogue.
Okay.
You heard the plan.
So
You
here
and
we are.
Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Logain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs two Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
I'm ready to go.
Yes, so am I.
You'll need to cross the
Grumpy
court
bastard.
and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
Sounds easy enough.
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
I know what I have to do.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Okay, now we can discuss. So I've seen a meeting between Kalen, Logain, a mage, and a lady. So Logain isn't fascinated for glory. He doesn't want glory. He just wants to have as smooth as battle as possible. While Kalen is all in for the glory. He's one like, let's go with the knights. Let's fight and die. I guess that's pretty much what.
Well, probably, yes.
That's what he is about. Then we have a mage, which is Aldred. He's a good enchanter from the Circle of Magi, actually. It's a very important man later on in Game 2. And he had a solution with a spell, but the lady, which was a revered mother, so a lady of the church, didn't accept it.
Of the Chantries.
Yeah, of the chantry. Okay, so we see a battle here, I guess.
Yeah, they're getting ready for an invasion of the Darkspawn.
Yep. They said that there were just stragglers. They said that there is no danger. And the priest goes around, waving her lantern or whatever that is.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The blight ends here.
Right.
Well, if that would be the case, then this game would be over. It's soonish.
Yeah, and the purpose of it is defeating the blight. Whoops. Well, we're not saying anything. The battle could still be a success, right? Odds are good. I mean, Loghain is waiting in the fields for flanking the Darkspawn. But they are many.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I actually never understood what those embers in the background are until later on. They are in fact, I believe, torches from other Darkspawn.
Yeah, I think so.
So you can guess how many there are. Stand your ground, mate. Look straight. There's your foe.
I wouldn't want to be there right now.
Well, they're basically the mid shield. The first lines, they usually never come out of battle well. There's really a lot of Darkspawns though.
Which is one of their strengths.
Yep, the numbers.
There's so many of them.
They're not strong, they're just many. But it's just that the mages were actually very restricted. Mages had a plan of their own. Aldred had a plan of their own. And they could have stopped the Darkspawn according to some people's voice. But I believe that Aldred meant is just, we can light the beacon from afar. I'm not sure though, I'm not entirely sure. That's up to speculation. It's a bit open to speculation for sure.
For Ferelden!
Yeah, difficult for you, King. You're just standing there, doing nothing at all.
He won't be doing nothing though.
No, he will do something eventually. Remember when I mentioned that the bridge might be a bit unstable? Well, the whole thing is.
Yeah, actually is.
Yep.
Let's cross the bridge and get to the Tower of Ishal.
Alright, so we have to go to the Tower of Ishal, which is that big old tower there, of course. Of course, catapults that obviously aren't present. Jesus Christ, look at that line. I swear to God, if Kaelin were to see what is going on, he wouldn't be happy.
No, pretty much not.
But you can actually go around and see what is going on down there. It's actually just an image. If you go down there, you'll notice that it's just an image. If you go through cheats, it's just basically a two-dimensional graphic thing going on.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah, it can't render that many things, I guess, the game.
The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
And here we have two more party members, Mr. Tower Guard and Mr. Soldier.
Yep.
Nothing to worry about, right, Mr.
Let's
Tower
just
Guard?
call him Ein and Zwei or something. 1 and 2.
Yeah, Mr. 1 and Mr. 2 or something, I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, but you certainly will need them though.
I certainly will, and I will use them as best as I can. So if I'm not mistaken, one of the soldier, I believe the Tower Guard, is actually a good archer. A very good archer. So I'm gonna go to tactics and use his archer tactic with a behavior of ranged. That will actually keep his range. He's a crossbowman more specifically. Now, it's not optimal. Crossbow is actually very, very badly done in this game, sadly. Well, still better done than in Dragon Age 2, where there simply was no crossbow, but oh well. Safe for one, of course.
Maybe you should heal up.
I think I'm fine. I'm just trying to do this.
Okay.
This should help quite a bit. There we go. Boom.
Goodie.
We still have the big one to be used. Mr. Crushing Prison. That spell is super over... trust me when I say that I'm super overpowered right now. As a mage of my level, I'm quite overpowered. And I just put all on magic. This is basically an all magic character. Until I reach, I believe, 34 or something along those lines, and then I go all for willpower and constitution. It's a character that uses the blood mage and the spirit healer specialization. No, it's not one of those cheesy arcane warrior and blood mage specializations, luckily. And trust me, it's very good. I can breeze through the game with such a character.
Certainly.
Especially later on when I get those debilitating spells which actually debilitate a group of enemies. Those are actually great. Mass paralysis and stuff. Similar stuff. More darkspawn.
Let's place a well-placed.
Well-placed fireball, which
That's
caught all
that's
4
a lot
of them.
damage, huh?
Yep,
Well, it certainly helps.
it helps a lot, yeah. Now I'm gonna flank them from this side with the flame blast. I need to be careful, they still deal lots of damage per attack since it's nightmare. And no, the difficulty doesn't change their AI at all, it just changes how much health they have and how much damage they do. It's a standard BioWare difficulty. It's a bit silly. Hold. Now I'm gonna heal up. See, there are some guys up there. But the problem is not those guys, actually. We're gonna send Alistair. He's gonna aggro them as much as possible. Problem comes from that door. It's another Hurlock Alpha.
Yeah.
And this one is wielding two-handed weapons. So we're gonna place Alistair and the guard here. The archer might come here and you can come here. Okay, they're coming. We send in the fireball and we hold them out. There we go. These two guys should be dead before too long. We just have one archer and one Hurlock Alpha left. Which shall not be a problem, I promise you that.
Good going. Here we are.
Hello, Mr. Alpha. Oh no, it's crushing prison. You cannot move. Well, it doesn't last long against stronger enemies, but trust me when I say that damage comes very much in handy. As you can see, he was able to do one single swing before he died. It comes especially in handy against mages, enemy mages, trust me on that. Here we have it. The exterior battle is over, there is some corpses down there, might as well loot them. It's not a big deal, but still. A couple of coins is better than nothing.
Certainly.
Yep. And after that we can go inside. Nope, chest locked, forget about it. Don't even think. It's as simple as that.
Oh, my hopes are crushed.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, there's an interesting tactic in the next room we're going to come across, and you'll show it. I'll show it to you. Constitution increases character health and physical resistance. Indeed, there's physical resistance and mental resistance, as I said. Physical is increased by physical attributes like constitution, strength and dexterity, while mental resistance by mental attributes like cunning and stuff like that. Okay, so here is the tricky part.
Yeah, this is a trap, as you might have noticed.
Yeah, there's plenty of archers there, but more importantly, there is that guy there. That's Ganlock Emissary, who's sending in a fireball. Wait for the fireball, walk here, it'll not trigger a trap. I expected the trap to be triggered, but oh well. Wait for it. They're now starting to come in, and we can send in our parties. There we go.
Yeah, just don't get into the center of the room, because it will set off the trap.
Also notice, yeah, there is a trap here. There is this tripwire. It will cause grease. You can actually use that trap at your advantage. There it is. Using a fireball spell will cause this to be lit up. This is one of the 10 spell combinations that you get in this game.
Yeah, grease and fireball. And
Or fire of any kind is going to work actually.
Hopefully. Wait for
Yeah,
it.
if my character could stand up one day, thank you. There we go. This should not work.
No,
Okay, I guess it's fireball.
It's really fireball.
Oh, that's actually a weird
Yeah.
thing. Okay, there we go. Soldier, get out of the way. I think they're getting hit by the emissary. Yeah, they are. Alistair, why aren't you having your potions available here? Didn't I put him last time?
Yeah, you did. You did.
No. But it doesn't matter. First, let's wait for this fire to subdue. Then, first actually, let's try to take care of that silly emissary. This way. Oh look, I have a superior spell than you do. You suck, and I don't.
Keep on attacking.
Yep. And now I can attack physically, but now the fire is subdued. So I can send in Soldier and Alistair. Nice name, Soldiers, by the way. Totally going to leave. And finally, a nice fireball for the purpose of it. To actually move those guys. I am actually out of mana. Might as well use, I mean, a lyrium potion, right? I have 12 of them. Okay, Soldier has it. Go for a shield bash. Well, she'll take care of those guys. Use covers.
No, archers.
Well, this game is not very cover-tastic.
Archers can really be a pain in the behind, so to speak.
Yeah,
sometimes.
exactly. Okay, so that guy's dead. We can take off the hold button, and they can attack that guy. Well, she will take care of this guy the good old way. You can see that every spell has its timer. You cannot spam the same spell over and over again, right? But still, that was a successful battle.
Yeah,
Hopefully
pretty much.
Mr. Tower Guard here is going to join the party. Or better, the party is going to join him because I took control of him. This is actually a tricky battle. I consider it to be much trickier than the Hurlock emissary on the bridge before that we had before.
Yeah, the first time I just plainly walked into a trap. It wasn't.
Yeah, it's not
It
nice.
was pretty much an instant
Especially
kill.
because the emissary is programmed to send in a fireball that way once the trap is triggered. But as you saw, I made him come and activate this trap himself. Okay, so we have some of these bogeys. Careful. But yeah, fireball so early on is such an overkill. Oh no! Stand up, girl. Stand up and start drinking that potion. Alright. Ah, they throw me down again. I might die here. I might die, I might die, I might die. I'm done, I'm dead, I'm done, I'm done. Damn it. I hate that. Because you might have noticed that I was nowhere near the range of that guy, right? But still, it was a kill because, you know, Dragon Age Origins. No, the dynamics of this game is flawed most of the time, actually, so don't expect miracles to happen, sadly. When did I save, actually? Come to think of it.
Not so long ago. Before you entered the room, actually.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I died for a couple of enemies. It's not like I'm gonna continue playing with this character anyway, so I think I thought about playing, but I want to power play another kind of character. That's
the dexterity build.
All dexterity build, yes. It's a rogue, basically, that focuses mostly on dexterity. Why? Who? What? Oh my god. Apparently that Genlock grew aggro, and yeah, this game is a bit flawed when it comes to this, sadly. I can't help it. Oh, lock chest. Forget about it. Unless you're a rogue, you can't do that. Okay, let's kill that man thing. I don't know. Dwarf guy.
Orc thingy.
Yeah, actually, every darkspawn has its own race of... how to say? Race of origin.
Range, it's his own status?
No, race of origin, I'd say.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, Genlocks come from dwarves, Hurlocks come from human, Shrieks come from elves, and Ogres come from Kunari. Which
But you'll see...
we'll see much later on in the game.
You'll see where they come from.
Yeah, exactly. You should play the game on your own. I'm not gonna show you that, I'm afraid, but oh well. Good day! I totally wasn't expecting anyone here. Everybody hold. Fireball time. One actually resisted. Yeah, some monsters actually do have magic resistance. Since Genlocks come from dwarves, I suppose that these guys are resistant to magic, as dwarves have a 10% innate magic resistance. So there is that.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't really... What? No, don't close the door to our archer, silly man. Silly girl, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, area, how melee range rather than melee range and stuff like that are a bit sloppy. As if someone activates an ability close to you and you try to walk away from it, that ability will still hit you even if you're 10 meters away from the target. Don't ask me how it works, it just works like that.
Okay.
Alright, so on to level 2.
We survived it quite well.
Yep, there's I believe 4 levels to this tower. You're complaining about?
Hey, you're right.
Yeah.
I guess there is a silver lining here if you think about it. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Kyle Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
Yep.
Okay, so here we are.
This is another room. Now you might see that that room is a bit bigger. You'll see there is an approach to it which is much safer to do that room. You must not rush towards the center. Never do that. Go on the side instead. These are actually easier darkspawn. They give much less experience points. They don't have a lot of health. Don't know why, but it's just simply like that.
Yep.
And don't let them lead away from the main road, truth be told. That's actually bad if they do. But at any rate, we leveled up, so might as well. Actually, I don't know how much magic I will need. But I feel like this is gonna be enough, so I might as well go with Constitution for the time being. Oh, again, this one. Maybe Cunning then. It's not optimal because you get some free Cunning points later on. But for the purpose of it, we're going to go with Cunning again here.
Yep.
Better Coercion.
The sooner the better, really.
Yeah. Now, spell-wise, what should I go with? Depends on what I want to do. I said that massive debilitating spells are the best, and I do think that is true.
Yeah, I would either go with how is it called? The ice spell.
Oh, the ice spell,
The
yes,
ice
indeed.
spell,
The
because
Winter Grasp Cone of
the
Cold is very good.
Winter Grasp is actually quite a good spell if you want. It's a bit like the flame spell we have now.
Yeah.
Just gives you more choice, but on the other hand, we could go with the paralyzes spells.
Yeah, exactly.
Mass paralyze is actually very good.
It's very good.
Because it just stuns a group of enemies for a while, and you can hack away at them for the time being.
However, there is also another line, which is this one,
Yep.
because of Curse of Mortality. Curse of Mortality allows such thing as basically a rune to appear below the enemy's feet. What this does is basically completely destroys the regeneration value of enemies. You cannot heal when you have Curse of Mortality. And it's super awesome. Besides that, you also get the availability of Drain Life, which comes in handy.
Yep.
If you're low on life but have much mana, you can heal up with this very easily. Other than that, also this one, this spell chain with Sleep and Waking Nightmare is awesome. Because Sleep plus Waking Nightmare basically is like a combination of spells which causes many inferior foes to die instantly. So consider this one. I think I'm gonna go with this one actually. Disorient, what does it do actually? I don't remember. Engages sometimes, blah 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 blah. Making the target less effective combatant
Basically
by inflicting
like
penalties.
inflicting confusion.
Yeah, but it's not like it will attack other enemies, it's just that it weakens it.
Okay.
Horror completely horrifies the enemy, they will just stand still there. And Sleep makes a group of enemies fall asleep, and it's a giant group of enemies, trust me. If the fireball area of effect is like this, well, double the size of it. That's Sleep spell for you.
Pretty much, yes.
It's very good, so I'm gonna go with that.
So it's you just have to look for yourself, check all the choices, and basically...
Don't go with just one school, trust me. Go with a mixture, it's better.
Also, the first time I played the game, I took different spells, and I went that way, but...
I was actually an achievement, a disgusting achievement freak, and I decided to go all in for one school at a time. So I had 4 mage characters, all with each school type, and that was actually a bad idea, because you don't get to experience what you want to experience. You want your mage to be powerful, not to be just one simple school, you know.
And also just variety is good, I mean.
Variety is very good, yes.
Yeah.
You don't want just elemental or just debilitating or just healing or buffing spells.
Also, there will be situations in which certain spells will really come in handy, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, that's just, of course...
That's just a piece of advice coming from our side.
Yeah, and I think most can agree, most players that play this game can agree that a combination of spells is always superior. Anyway, we're basically done with this floor too, actually. This was actually a very short floor. You can check the map, you can see that half of the floor is uncovered. I mean, covered.
Yeah, covered.
Most of these are, actually. But next floor is a bit tricky, so let's see to it that we do it nicely. Of course, what would an ending floor be if not filled up with enemies? Well, guess what? Fireball, please! Let's disorient this guy. Might as well. He's a bit confused, poor guy. He's like, what? I don't understand. I'm in a tricky spot here. Might as well drink a bit of that. Ooh. Let's drink more just for, you know, the purpose of it. Let's keep ourselves saves.
Safe.
Safe. Thank you. I stumble upon my wards quite often, sadly. I'm a bit of a silly man. Chest locked, forget about it. You're no rogue. Ha ha ha. Onwards to the third floor.
Okie dokie.
Alright, so what is happening in this floor? There is a bit of a trick here in this floor too, actually. Now, the first room is actually filled up with darkspawn. What I'm gonna do is hold my party. Apparently I did get aggro.
Holding is that you control your characters individually.
Yeah, exactly.
Because normally they automatically follow you, so you can choose.
But be careful, mages will still cast their spell if they have any AI selected. So now we're going to cast this spell, which is going to help a bunch. We're gonna keep our main character out of the archer's land, because that is bad usually.
Yeah,
by the way,
much.
wanted to show you something. Crushing Prison and Force Field. Boom! Shockwave. It's one of those 10 spell combinations, like Fireball and Grease.
Yeah, if you want to know all of them, feel free to look them up, because they're quite useful.
They're very useful, yes. Now, of course, Drain Life would come in handy, but we can manage without it, I believe. We're fine, more or less.
We're fine.
I'm without mana, though. I did cast all of my spells, basically, so yeah, it's pretty much obvious that I will run out of mana. But we succeeded in this fight quite easily.
It was good.
By the way, notice that the health regenerates and mana regenerates very steadily out of combat, so take your time, wait for your mana and health to regenerate first.
And then
circle around a bit like a moron, like okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you can go into
Be creative.
Be creative, yes. I'm gonna hold my party here again, because this is actually a very tricky room. Hey, bye! I mean, the disadvantage is that you don't know what happens in the next room, so try to use your advantages as much as possible, because trust me, you're gonna need them sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Alistair here, Moron, wants to go straight for the Genlock Alpha, which I actually agree with. Oh no, that would be bad if I now get hit a couple of times. Come on. He's actually stabbing me now. Oh! Drink! Yes! Whew! I could have died. This is a rogue, apparently, because he was stabbing me. Well, good to know. No, is Alistair still fine? Apparently he is. Happy him.
No problem.
Alright, let's crushing prison this guy. Oh, he resisted. Well, ain't that bad, huh?
Yeah, it's really too bad. Oh, we feel so it's a bit annoying when there's a resist.
Standing still doing nothing, no? That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like I mind. You know, if he wants so desperately to die, he's open for it. I mean, I will much happily oblige. There we go. Also, another way to know if a character is temporary or not When they kill an enemy, if the experience doesn't appear above their head, it means that they're temporary. Now there was another way to do this room, and that is, as soon as you enter, to run here and release the dogs here. This will release, I believe, 2 or 3 hounds. 3 hounds.
Move.
Or 4. No, 3.
They're so cute.
They're cute. They're cute puppies. Who is a cute puppy? And they would attack them, but their kills don't count as your party's kills, so...
Yeah, it might be not the best thing to do.
Now we're gonna
It's
fireball them.
all up to how confident you are.
Yeah, now careful about this. All of these 3 next rooms will be opened as soon as you get to open the first door. They will swarm you very quickly. But you can use the dogs at your own advantage here. So why the heck not? Okay.
Get your mage away from
The
main
danger.
group.
Pretty much. But as you can see, we can handle ourselves very nicely. Hey, what's up? What's on your mind? Fireball is on your mind, that's what. Alrighty.
There you go. Okay. Don't forget to loot, of course.
Yep. Well, this was empty apparently. Well, whatever. Usually empty bodies shouldn't appear as
Yeah,
lootable.
that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it seems like it's a bug or some sort. I don't know. Either way. We're looting, and even more looting. And after that is done, we're going to go further. There's actually in every one of these rooms there should be a crate with either some poultices or injury kits, or both. I think loot sometimes is random, but unique items are predetermined. They're there and nowhere else.
Yep.
Another injury
Yeah,
kit.
you always find them on certain enemies.
Yeah. Or certain quests, rewards,
no.
stuff like that. There's no random factor.
Of course.
Okay, so
Okay,
there is the
another-
final 3 enemies of this floor.
Another fight.
Not that much of a big deal actually.
No.
I think we got Genlock covered right now. Genlock or Ganlock, whatever it is. I don't think that there is anyone mentioning their names even once. I believe Hurlock is mentioned, but definitely not Genlock or Ganlock. Definitely not Shriek either. I don't know, maybe there is something mentioned in Dragon Age 2. I haven't played that game as much to know. There should be something here. Yeah, Abalax. Alright.
Still too bad about the chest.
About what?
About the
Ah,
chest,
yeah, the chest. Well, forget about it. Yeah.
As you might have noticed, Alistair already has a
specialization.
He is a Templar.
Which grants him combat against combat abilities against mages mostly. Now here is the fact: you will need combat training for warriors and rogues, simply because without it, you won't be able to hit maximum tier abilities for the weapons. In other words, these ones that I have hovered over my mouse at. But we're gonna go with Chilled Balance here, and next level we'll go with Chilled Wall, so he's gonna be a happy man. Happy camper. Alright.
Yeah, we too.
Now, let's save the game and
we
go
go.
on to the 4th floor. Uh-oh. Dramatic cinematic.
Oh.
Oh, look, it's a cutie. He certainly looks small, doesn't he? Alrighty, so here we have our first boss, the Ogre. The tactic I'm gonna use is use our mages the least possible. First and foremost, we need to split our party. The Ogre has a hurl attack,
Yeah,
which tosses in a rock. So we want that to be happening. Secondly, I'm gonna activate telekinetic weapons. I can't activate both? No, I can't. But okay, let's go with flame weapons. This is gonna add some damage to their weapons, which is good. And keep it as stunned as possible. That's the most important part. Anyway, that's not gonna help. Oh, this is gonna damage them.
Yeah.
Alistair apparently resisted the attack. Watch out, Alistair! You're gonna get kicked! Yeah. Whoop, okay. It actually comes in handy if you have a mage with a healing spell in this part. Now, I would go with Crushing Prison, but I don't think it holds.
Yeah, the
bosses.
problem also is that it will focus the
Yeah, the
ogre
mage.
on you.
And then all attempts of the ogre will go on the
mage. And
yeah, which is bad.
Not what we want.
Exactly.
But so far so good. He's halfway down.
Let's hope that Alistair doesn't die here.
Yeah.
Okay, he's still stunned. Excellent. What kind of attacks do you have? He's using rapid shots, so he's a bit worse at doing damage, but still. Okay, that guy's dead. Doesn't matter. As long as Alistair survives, we're fine. Oh, grab! This is bad.
Yeah, this...
Alistair might die now. If that's the case, what I should do... Yeah, Alistair's pretty dead. Alright, what I'm gonna do is change this guy to go and melee. Oh, hurl.
Hurl.
This can be dodged.
Pay attention, pay attention.
Alright. So let's try now to use all the spells now that he's low on health.
Indeed.
Also disorienting him what might come in handy since... No, don't go with that. He's going with ranged when he should be going melee. Okay, now he's pissed at me. Run! Run like a boss, 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 run like a boss. This is a bit of a cheesy tactic. Use your archer to do most of the damage while he moves around like a silly man.
Yeah, pretty much.
He still hit me there because, you know, this is Dragon Age Origins. Flame blast him. Run, 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 run. Yeah, that still hit me. Feels good. Oh, he's dead? He's dead.
Oh, okay.
That was super anticlimactic, truth be told, but...
It took me quite a few tries.
Yeah, keep in mind that this is also a nightmare, so this is the hardest you can get. On easy, it's seriously easy.
I think the first time I failed, but the second succeeded, so...
Alright, so here we are at the end of what is going to be our Regame series for Dragon Age Origins. I'm going to show you just the cinematic and then gonna turn off and the video. We'll just be talking a bit onwards.
Okay. Here we are.
That's effective firing.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
I always thought that Loghain had a bad smell in his mouth, truth be told, for some reason. Like he's not brushing his teeth or something.
All of you, let's move.
But yeah, you can see that he actually betrays the king. Or, that's up to debate, actually, you know.
I still don't get why, I mean...
Because they were outnumbered. Even if he intervened, they would have lost.
That makes sense.
They would lose basically both the leaders of the country, as well as the entire army. Then Ferelden would surely fall. Well, it comes to interpretation, people actually hate Loghain for that choice. Without his choice, Ferelden would have fallen so much quicker.
You might have a point there.
Yeah.
Oh god.
More like a necessary sacrifice. That's why he didn't listen to Kaelin. And he's dead.
Poor.
That's why you don't go for the glory, you go for the strategy. He should have listened to Loghain, that's all there was to it, really. I'm one of the supporters of Loghain, actually. Which seems silly, but trust me, I have the feeling like he was right here.
Yeah, but Duncan goes for the kill.
Yeah, Duncan goes for it like a boss. But he apparently is injured too. Well,
Yeah, I mean...
no wonder.
It's hard not to be injured. Like... I actually feel quite bad for him though, for Kaelin.
Yeah.
I quite liked him.
Yeah, he's a jolly good character.
I mean, for the short amount that he appears.
Yeah, pretty much. There is a bit more to it, to his story in Return to Ostagar, but in the DLC. But still. Alright, I'm gonna prepare to stop recording here, and alright. About... now. Alright. So thanks everybody for watching us play through Dragon Age Origins, the first chapter as I define it of the game. And yeah, this game is certainly worth buying, especially now that you can get the complete edition.
Yeah, sure,
I don't know how it's called, but there is an edition where you get also the expansion pack and all of the DLC available for basically 20 euros, I believe, or your original equivalent.
It's really not that expensive anymore.
It's a very big deal actually for all the hours of gameplay and regaming possibilities you have. And yeah, we leave you at some sort of a cliffhanger so that if you watch this while you haven't played it, you might want to buy it, in other words.
Yeah.
And
I don't think you'll regret it, certainly.
Yeah.
Really.
Any final thoughts? You have any final thoughts?
Well, as a final thought I would add, so I thought it was a very interesting game, a well-written story. Okay, it is a bit the typical story of the protagonist becomes a hero, saves the world, has to save the world.
Yeah.
But I think it really was an interesting experience, and I would certainly recommend the game to anyone who is interested. It's up to you, of course, and but I would say it's worth the money, certainly now. But well, yeah, go for it if you feel like it.
Exactly, wise words from you. And I wanted just to mention, many fans said, "Oh, but Duncan could have lived. We didn't really see him die." He's dead. Trust me, he's gone. And follow my lead. Don't worry. Wink, wink. It's okay. It's dead. I'm being serious right now. I know that I said it in a sarcastic tone, but there is no proof whatsoever that Duncan might be alive. There's no real reason for him to be still alive. At any rate, thanks everybody for watching, and until next time, next month, whenever it's gonna be, probably me alone. Depends on when the Regame video comes, because I usually say it's a monthly show, but it happens to be like 45 days, 60 days, 90 days, because mostly I'm like, what game should I play next?
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough choice.
Yeah, there's many games to play and not much to tell. At any rate, thanks everybody for watching us, and until next time, be well. Bye!